Hello, Royals. Welcome back. Happy Monday. I hope you had a good, amazing holiday weekend with your family. Tonight's topic is going to be on more short stories. And then for our hot topic, we're going to talk about the African braider because I just realized we did not. So we're going to talk about the African braiding shop, which happens to be in Birmingham, Alabama, which is where Des is from. So that's going to be interesting, but we're going to talk about that for the hot topic. So come on in on your way in. Make sure that you like, comment, and share. I'll have our co host introduce herself and then we will get started.
Hey y'all, I'm Des from Birmingham and we must get it started. I'm excited.
I cannot. So, as you guys know, we pulled these stories from all over the internet. So, I don't have one particular source. I pull them from wherever I see them that I like them during the week, and then I've decided to share them with you. One thing I do want to say before we start, to clock it, people don't listen. How you don't listen to business majors, people with business degrees, people with business as their actual career that's trying to tell you, hey, slow down a bit because you're getting a little too wild on your channel. Hey, let me help you and not gatekeep. Hey, this person can sue you because you're not big. Today while 3 or 4 people are listening, but if it goes viral, it automatically pushes you somewhere else. So Meg the Stallion won her case. And I don't care if it was 2 million like Tasha K or it was 75 or 59. If I had to pay anything over $1,000 for everything that I did, he earned that though. See, shit, listen, when you're creating content, what do I say sometimes? Let me take a break, y'all, because you can get too involved and it can relate to something and you'll start talking about it different. We're forgetting that's a real person on the other end of your discussion. So be careful. Hey, once you transfer into media, which some of us are, I don't know. Some of us have LLC, some don't. But be very careful in how you talk. Are you particularly, I know you could say what you want, you can cuss, you can give your point of view, all of those things. But is there anything about your content that you're like, let me be mindful of how I address that?
All the time.
Okay.
Because I have to be, I deal with too many people. And
Right.
I just have to be respectful to the fact that I might be rubbing up against somebody I don't even know I'm rubbing up against. A lot of times, a lot of times we touch topics that are right at home and people really believe people ain't got nothing else better to do but talk about them. So
Mhm.
because people are that much self-centered about themselves, you have to be mindful of what you say because everybody thinks they're important enough for it to be about them.
Mhm.
And
But
you
then
have
if
to
you think
assume
about
that.
it, on the side of mental health, right? For a particular, let's just say, right, one of your clients was sitting in your chair. I think this is the reason. Okay, if you know me in real life, you know that one of the skill sets that I have is to be in a room and not hear anything. If you're not talking to me, like if you were 80s baby, you grow up and being seen and not being heard. So you really was so happy to be in the front room with the TV that you really watched your TV program and they could have a whole conversation behind you and you minded your business until you heard your name. Then you turned around. Some of us are really like ear trained like that, right? It's a real skill set. So just think about if you have a client sitting in your chair or you have an employee and they have actually been talking about X, Y, and Z happening in their life, then we jump on to do our show the same day or the same week. Just a coincidence. And you talk about the shit so raw and so cut without ever thinking it's a human on the other side of this. Now you sit in the office one the next day, or that client don't come back, or you go viral and that client believes that was my story because I sat in your room just yesterday and you said it's just best to be a little more human. That's all I'm saying. It gets you in trouble. So Meg Thee Stallion ended up winning, and that girl really should let up off of her. You built your whole base off of not believing Meg, despite the guilty charge, all of these things, you could feel that way in your life and talk every day, but you built your stardom off of that, and you never let up like this girl wasn't a real person, and that
What
wasn't
happened
true.
about Megan Thee Stallion? Who?
So there was a lawsuit with a content creator who had a platform and believed Tory Lanez. So she says she believes Tory Lanez. Even after he went to jail, she made a lot of content about Meg being a hoe, Meg being a liar, Meg being all of these things. But anyway, I'll give my opinion on that on tomorrow's show. But that's what happened. So she built
Okay.
content on that. She stayed connected with his family, bragged about staying connected with his family. So now you have a bias. Now that's not news. You have a bias, and you're steady going for this girl, even though everybody knows that her foot really was injured. All of these things, but you never even said condolences to domestic violence victims, except for to say condolences to people that are really telling the truth. And you have Meg Thee Stallion playing in the back with like a meme type thing. Do you understand that that really
Oh
could hurt
wow.
somebody? And that's mental health. And what if she would have unalived herself the next day? Because the
Mm.
whole world is already coming at her because some don't want her to do this, but she didn't. That was the whole thing. Meg never filed the charge. She didn't do it. So I really don't understand. But as a content creator, you have to be very careful because it's almost like building a hate fan group, if you will. If you don't ever let up or don't do anything else, you have to be really careful. Uh, let's see.
Thank
I
you.
know. I do too. Oh, let me put the comments on the screen, and then I'm going to show the first video, which is on the hair braider from Birmingham. If you haven't seen it already, I will show that video of
Did you say
Birmingham. Sorry.
Birmingham? Did you say
I'm
Birmingham?
Yes, and I'm thinking of Burlington. I have a shopper problem, y'all, and it's not shopping right now. It's hurting me. Uh,
Bless us.
moment of silence. I
Bless
just
us.
showed Des how many lashes I have because I got a problem. So,
Bless
um,
us.
let me leave people alone. Yes, to that degree, but remember, there's been Inquirer, tabloids, all of those things around that have pressed to where you can press before. The problem is everybody's putting up a phone and a camera and operating in a certain space, but because you're not real media, but you want to be new media, you want to be everything that includes media. You want a backstage pass, you want all of these things, but you don't want to really connect to media because you don't want to be responsible. However, you are still responsible. Once you make $1 from something, you're pushed into that same bucket, and all you had to do was let up. You really did. But because it gave you attention from this girl not wanting you to do it, you went harder. And as a woman, we'll talk about that tomorrow because I actually have an opinion on that because it's not cool. Um, it's just really not. So let's take a look at this braider. Before I show it, trigger warning, a couple of things. When you're giving your comments, consider that all African women are not this way. Is some very mean things that were said to them. And we have to think about the ones that didn't do anything. So I do want to say that. So let's take a look because it's going to trigger the shit. It triggered me so much that I'm talking about it later. So here we go. This is what happened. Not today. Let's see. I have it right here as well. I'm telling you, we got to have a couple of things up. So I can't let go. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. That is this one. Here we go.
I just wanted to get my hair done and I wanted to go home.
For Jessica Odom, it's not the hairstyle she'll remember. It's what happened after the appointment.
I done paid you exactly what you asked for. Let my hair go.
I don't care.
Let my hair go.
I don't care.
She says she walked into Mama Gifted Hands expecting a quick appointment and walked out shaken, confused, missing a piece of her hair and holding a video she'd never dreamed she'd need to record.
I looked in the mirror, I loved my hair, and I went in my purse, I grabbed the $200 in cash, and I gave it to the braider. She started speaking in their language, which I don't know what ethnicity they are, but she went over to the owner, which they refer to as Mama, and she gave her the money, and then she hopped up and she was like, no, this is $200.
Odom says everything started normally. A few texts, a clear plan, and a $200 agreed upon price.
Let my hair go.
We cannot leave you
Man,
because
I'm finna sue you, bro. I'm finna sue you.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot you too. Look
I
at
said sue.
But once the stylist was finished, she says the tone shifted. Odom says suddenly the stylist demanded more money, and that's when everything changed.
She told me to just give her $30 and I could leave, or if not, go sit in the chair and we'll cut the hair out. I said, you're not cutting my hair out, and I'm not giving you anything extra. I paid you your $200. I'm leaving. She was like, no, you're not leaving. So she turns and she locks the door.
She says she spent nearly an hour struggling with 3 women, calling police as she tried to get out.
yeah, record me. I know. I said if you can pay.
We went to the salon for their side of things. They declined to comment. Birmingham police say they're aware of the video and detectives are reviewing the case.
The charges will be pressed, and I am filing a lawsuit.
And Odom says once police got there, they did tell the women.
Okay, so there is a part 2 to that video with an update and a response from an African business owner that is here that I respect and I liked her think. So I'll allow Des to give her feedback first.
Honey, if that wasn't just the epitome of you shamed your whole nation for no reason, like your folks is coming for you because of the disrespect. And $50, are you seriously telling me that was worth $50? Like my minimum is usually about $135.
But remember, that was 50 extra. You're trying to scam for the 50.
Let me tell you how I have allowed people to just leave. Don't ever return.
Me too.
Don't ever return. I have literally, my point is, you got what you asked for. I didn't get nothing. And I literally had to let them just
Me
go
too.
on
Because
because
it's
I
cheaper
wanted
to
to
just let
protect
it
my
go.
business.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're going to talk about me, that ain't going to be what you're going to have to say. And so I think that was just so ugly, over $50. Like when I tell you, the problem is that was just the one that got caught. That's the one that was able to put that camera on record fast enough to video what actually had her experience. But she's not the only person. She's just the only one that got a video. A lot of times these things happen and folks end up coming up at the money because they ready to go. She fought for hers. And I respect that because that's not cool. In text, in writing, which is why, do you know, I save all my text messages and I write everything down and I make my clients text me. You have to text me things so that I always have a transactional
Uh-huh.
conversation about what is happening, because that is weird.
So here's my thing. I was already angry because I thought it lasted a little bit. After that lady said she was two things triggered me different. After I heard she said, I'll shoot you too. I'm thinking she's by herself. How long has she been there at that point now that we know it was an hour? So the fear that must have ran through her body when she said that word, and other people could have been, sent out to get that said weapon, because you can have that said weapon in that state. But she did not have a weapon, and that's not what she said. But the lady said it like that. Can you imagine how scared she was? Can you imagine how her head hurt? That's what I was angry with off top. The girls, I cannot imagine how her head hurt. And she was holding on to that for dear life. I cannot imagine. It hurts when you try to dip it
Like
and
you
just.
was trying to hurt that lady over $50. You should be grateful she did not stump you, because
And it's only because you locked the door.
she
You
could have
locked the
handled
door.
you. But the only reason she didn't is because it was two other people there amongst you.
And you locked the door.
Right, so she couldn't even get out. So there was no
Mm-hmm.
point in beating you up and still having to sit there and look at you. So
What am I going to beat all of y'all up? And I really
and
can't. Once you grab somebody's hair like that, she couldn't get free. The only way she would get free is if she let go of that phone, and she didn't want to let go of that phone.
And it was a blessing that they didn't try to get slick and take her phone. Because,
Oh,
you
she
know,
was real bold. She said, "I'm gonna record too." Do you think you're in Africa?
no, she
Now
thought
I
she
will
was
say that
right.
for being, huh?
She thought she was right. It's not that she thought she was in Africa. It's too much social media content creator
Well,
play too
okay,
much
this is what I
moments.
mean by that. You don't know the laws here because over there we see them doing the shit all the time. They will grab somebody and snatch the shit out of them if they steal it. They handle the laws on their own. That's why I'm saying that because that's what they do. But I don't know who didn't tell you when you booked your plane ticket and came here and opened a building, especially in a red state, that once you lock that door, if she would have had a pow pow, she actually could have pow powed every one of y'all in there
And got away with it.
and got away with it because, and not even get away, it's rightfully her right to protect herself. Now let's take a look at the response, which kind of broke my heart a little bit because I don't like it when people that didn't do anything feel second degree impacted, right? But this is what the response was after seeing a video that another think piece. So let's take a look.
Motherfucking mama gifted hands off Centerpoint Parkway, bitch. We finna run you up off that motherfucking east side, period, ho. We ain't off your case, ho. I heard that little voicemail that you had talking about you don't like us Americans. Our money is not needed. But this is what you motherfucking chose to set up shop because you know you was over there in your country braiding hair for $5, bitch. Cause on my mama, I done told patches out y'all land. It wouldn't even been no record of the place. If that would have been motherfucking me, fuck you mean. And I don't even know the motherfucking girl who had you pull. But bitch, it's like you pulled my motherfucking hair, bitch. We on top of you all. Next situation go down like this, and it better not be a motherfucking another one. But if it do, deportation is effective immediately. So since our motherfucking money ain't needed, bitch, go back over to your country and keep carrying them pants on top of your head, ho. Women go to get their motherfucking hair did because it makes them feel good. It's them getting pampered their me time. Instead, you gotta leave out looking like Fire Marshal Bill.
You see what you have caused all of us. You see? I hope you understand everything that she was saying. The whole day, this is the type of video I have been seeing. We are not from this country. So you have to behave well. Okay? You cannot do that. You cannot charge somebody $200 and later on said, oh, the hair is too pretty, so I will charge you, I will add $50 to it. And on top of it, you pull her hair. You pull the lady's hair. How are you going to? I just watched the video. Two people was holding her hair. How? We didn't see the side, so maybe the third person, but you were pulling her hair. You see what she said? She said we should go to our country and braid hair for $5. We should go to our country and carry pan on our head. They said if anything happened, deportation. You are putting people in problems, and we don't need that. You, no matter what you do, you think you are a citizen in this country. No, you are not. You are a citizen, but you are not a citizen. At the same time, there's certain way that you can't even do. This is not even about you from Africa. You can't do that. If it's American who did this to Africans, we will talk about it. So we have to talk about it. When something is not right, it is not right. I watched the video. I am very upset. Somebody that you just did their hair, you are pulling her hair. You see where they have arrested you guys. They have arrested you guys. We came here to survive. We came here for surviving. Me, I can't take the code, but I have to be here. Why? Because I can take care of myself and my family. So we are here for a purpose. If everything is good back home, we won't be here. You have to always have that thing in your head. It gets to a point when somebody is even come and braid their hair and they say they are not going to pay. Let them go for the peace of mind. I do online business. You have to learn how to deal with human being. Sometimes you just say thank you. It won't change anything. As a matter of fact, this one didn't cheat you. You took you. I'm sad that they are doing this to all. You see?
Mm,
My lord.
that is so unfair. And she mentioned a lot of things that we have said, and it is true. How could you make a whole video saying our money isn't needed? If our money isn't needed, you wouldn't be here. And our meaning Black women, because that's who you targeted for your business. You could have opened any business that you wanted to, but you knew that Black women ultimately love a good African hair braider. It is something about feeling like you were touching the motherland, feeling like you were connected with somebody you wouldn't have been able to connect with. We come to you out of respect, out of the experience, out of all those things, and we're the ones that you treat like dog shit. I don't understand. It's somebody that still owes me $60 for high school because I braided her hair and I'll pay you later and I never got paid. You think I went and beat her up? Mm-mm. My point is, if I have enough sense to know that at that age, that sometimes it's better to keep your reputation. Sometimes it's better to pay somebody and they can never sit in your seat again because trust me, she came back. And I very nicely, I guess she thought she was going to ask me in front of everybody. And in front of everybody, I said, you will never sit in my seat. You lucky I'm speaking to you. But you don't do that. And you're scamming. So now, guys, they were arrested, no bail. They're checking all of their records, and we don't know what's going to happen next. Nobody's heard any updates. In this climate, with that president doing those things, why would you want to cross any path at all, where they could be? Because they don't have to tell you, I'm going to send you back, ask you to send you back. They actually can have you do your time because you're getting kidnap charges, you're getting assault charges, and all three of them are. So they can have you do your time and you go straight from there back home. And they could shuffle you around so much that your family can't even get to you. Those are not good things. I guess they just reminded you that your ass is Black.
Yeah, I think she forgot. Yeah, she left that on her voicemail. So when you called to book an appointment, that's what you heard.
And it was text messages. Do I have it here? And it was text messages. I took them out because I had the screen thing. The text message conversation, she shared it. She said, hey, I want to get my braids done. What kind would you like? I charge this 200 and up or 150 and up. And she said, okay, I want this exact style, 200. Okay, do you mind if I come after work? No, I don't mind. Okay, I'll see you then.
That was some disrespectful mess. And
And
I
you did that.
wonder, is that a recent situation or is that an old situation that they're just letting us know about? I'm asking.
No, it's new.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
actually new because the ladies is arrest was just made.
Okay.
Yep,
Baby, that is crazy work.
October something or November something. No, it's new because there's no update on, like, the last update was last week that they
Okay.
did not get bail, and everybody was like, "That's not good if you don't get bail, bond, nothing." Nobody's heard from them out here, so
Mm.
might want to think about what you do before you do that to people because. Oh, then when the police got there was another video I saw where when the police got there, they really still thought they was right. So
I'm telling
they
you,
was
they thought they was right, girl.
yes, like to be able to act like that because they're like, well, if she didn't want to pay the additional money, we told her the other option is she could sit down and we'll cut it out. And the police told them right there, You know, once you locked that door, that was kidnapping, right? They
Mm.
told him right on the spot. So to be talking shit right after, just because you didn't get arrested, no, because guess what? I'm gonna take this video that this girl sent me, and I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna see all the things we're gonna
That you
get you for.
did. Mm-hmm. Because it can't be
Girl.
just one thing. We gotta get you for all.
Not once you lock the door. I need to check and see how you kept her in here, if it was a weapon, all of those things. And what she said, and she was a complete victim the whole time. Mm,
That is awful.
I don't understand. So be very careful out there, ladies. Be very, very careful. And scammers, stop thinking you could come here and scam people. And I'm with the lady that was on the phone. Had that been me,
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It had that like girl,
had
you
that been me, you guys would have only had audio.
I can only imagine, honestly, the restraint that lady held.
I
You
don't
know,
have restraint like
well,
that.
because
I have rage.
the fact that they was pulling on her hair like that.
I
Hmm.
think that made her go into shock. I
I
don't
think
know
that
if
is what
that might
saved
make
their
me go into
life.
shock. Two people pulling, that might make me go into shock. Yeah. But after I heard the whole, I'm going to sue you, I'm going to shoot you, after she said, shoot, girl, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm breaking your glass on here. I got, because now you're making me feel like it's between me and you for real, for real. Girl,
I just can't
you
believe you allowed it to go to such a level for $50.
because think of how many other people it's been. Oh, you know what? The hair was a little bit more. It's going to be $50, and they pay it to get out of the situation of being with them. Think about how many people pay today
A
also
lot.
on the
And
other
they
end.
know that
Because
people are
I
going
just
to
did it.
do it.
I just got charged $75 for a fill that I normally pay $40 for, but it was because I did not feel like arguing with them. And all I said to myself is, you will never get another dime from me again, you in particular. But I'm going to come back in here, but you will never get it from me. Child, I don't know. I'm telling you, these stories be sounding crazy. They be real. People really go through some interesting things. So, ready for the first Media Madam story?
Let's get it. I'm
Okay,
so weak. I
here
love
we
it.
go. Here we go. Oh, I got my lashes on. I can't see. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Please hold. Let me see. Hmm.
I
Oh,
know
this is
that's right.
leopard. Oh, this is
I
leopard.
know it. I love this for us.
Okay, this one, oh my gosh, it goes right into Southern. So it is a called Tracks. Uh, the funky rapper and stench of delusion. I'm hooking up with an up and coming Southern rapper who swear he's this close to blowing up. He performs at strip clubs. I work at one, and his nickname among the dancers is Tracks. I thought Tracks meant music. No, it means streaks in his drawers.
Stop playing with me.
This man refuses to properly wash. When he pulls his pants down, the smell hits you like an eviction notice. I hinted politely that he needs to let the water hit his backside. I even bought him exfoliating wash. He got mad, called me disrespectful, and accused me of trying to feminize him.
So you like being dirty? Okay.
But there's a twist. He's talented. I actually like him. And he swears once he gets famous, he'll hire someone to keep him on track. I want to help him grow, but he needs to bathe. What is your advice?
I know you lying. I know you fucking lying. Girl, bye. What is that? Listen, the things you would do to get to the where you want to be, I guess. I don't know. Because for me, there's just no
Bathing is
level of
out.
toleration. There's just no level of toleration for that for me.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
So I could care less at your talent when hygiene is not a part of those talents.
I'm not
That's my
safe with
answer.
you, sir. You're gonna give me vaginosis. I can't do it.
I can't. That sounds so awful. I feel so far. Listen, if you don't go to bed several times, I don't know how to listen, girl. I don't know how to give you no damn advice
We
about that.
don't-
What the fuck is wrong with you?
My advice is, no, don't do it, honey. There is nothing. When I get famous, I will hire someone to
The
keep me on
idea
track.
that your childish self does not know or want to clean your ass and is okay walking around here smelling like fetus. Um, I have a problem with girl. I have a problem with you. I don't have a problem with him, sweetheart. I can't give you no advice about him. The advice I can give you is about you. If you don't go work on your damn self and stop lowering your vibrations to meet up with a man that is not serving you correctly, you don't need to be in a relationship in this season. It's time to do some self evaluation because what you are willing to tolerate for whatever reason sounds god awful to me. That is just awful, baby.
Sounds like because he's popular or something, and you feel like if you nap him, he gonna do whatever. But honey, you ask him to get his stinky butt in the shower and wipe his ass properly, and he don't want to do it. Girl, do you know what kind of shit he got? He got
Girl,
last week's vagina on his wiener still, and you want to.
you nasty too. You nasty too. You
Mm.
nasty too. That's
And
my
he probably
problem.
been licking everybody, and you kissing him. Mm.
You nasty biscuit. My advice is you go to the doctor.
He probably
Right
got
now.
dirty fingernails.
Listen, go to the doctor immediately.
Oh,
Immediately. Please tell me
ma'am,
that this was a joke and you didn't mean any of it and you was just ready for my row.
absolutely. You know what?
Tell that
Cheers.
baby to go to bed and take many
I
showers
ain't
and
drunk
drink
enough for this
plenty
shit.
water.
I ain't drunk enough
Oh,
for this shit. Okay, next story. You ready?
I'm so ready.
Because y'all need to track him down and throw him in the shower. Anybody that, you know what, somebody, I got advice. This my advice. This my advice. Y'all
Come
ready?
on, Chet.
'Cause I'm telling you, I'm a solution based bitch. Y'all ready? The next date needs to be in the shower. Trick his ass and then get out and leave.
Period. Mic
How
drop.
many people? I just helped a lot of people. They got to be in.
Ooh, baby. I didn't know that was a thing.
Okay.
That's where I'm stuck. I didn't know that was a thing.
He ain't gonna tell you no that you, if you want to get in the shower with him, you think he gonna tell you no?
No, I didn't
But
know
the
it
whole,
was a thing to be
what?
walking around here okay being dirty. I didn't know
Vaginosis
that was a thing.
stinkinitis?
Yeah, that I didn't know it was a thing.
Oh,
Okay.
baby, it's the thing.
Yeah, I'm weak. This is
Thank
priceless.
you.
This is
I am so solution based. It is ridiculous. It is like a gift from heaven.
Hey
I'm
man.
telling you, I choose to be happy. Okay. So I could take anything and turn it into something good. Sometimes after I whip your ass, sometimes after a shot. Let's get back to the stories. So, next
Girl,
story.
why?
Ready? Okay. Next
Yes.
story. The swingers next door and the boy toy husband. Okay. We moved into my late father's house. The older white couple next door was friendly, almost too friendly. The husband paid my man to fix things. The wife always found a reason to come outside in sundresses that should have stayed in the 70s. Then she started texting my man, "Look out your window. I'm sunbathing my kitty."
Oh.
He replied, "She tastes so good. She tastes as good as she looks." She said, "You tell me." My man claims he was just playing, but the husband wasn't bothered at all. When I confronted them, the husband literally said, "You want to see our tapes? He's been helping both of us." I ran. I ran. My man didn't chase me. Later, he said, "If her husband needs me for extra work, I'm getting that money." He's been in prison before. Women controlled him there. Now this couple controls him there. He's been in prison before. Women controlled him there. Now this couple controls him here. Advice.
Girl.
Women controlled him in the male prison. That's what he told you.
Listen, because I'm over here replaying this story in my mind. And
I want to know what the question is. Anybody else? Anybody else know what the question is?
what's the
Bueller.
question?
Bueller. Anyone?
The question
Anyone?
is,
Anyone?
so was a male prison ran by females?
So I love that you guys try to say that. Female guards. That's so cute.
I'm asking because I'm just confused.
So most of the guards in there are male guards.
That's what I thought. It's a select few women,
And most of the women look like butch males.
and they usually like women. So, and if they don't, just in case, because I ain't shady.
Irregardless, irregardless,
So
which
what
is
you
not a
saying
word.
is the female guards is out here pimping these prisoners? That's what
I
I
mean,
heard.
they are. That
Oh,
is true.
that's
It
what I
happens.
heard. That's what I heard.
However, so he was so lucky.
I mean.
Now, here's my question, ma'am. Why do you want our advice? You didn't even tell us what was on the tapes. You didn't even stick around and get the information that we need. You had one job, as Ro would say. You had one job. Instead, you're going to run off screaming and come and text and type us.
See, what I believe
You had one
is
job.
not that she really wants advice, but she just maybe wanted to get that situation off her chest.
Okay, that could be fair because my advice would be join them or leave them.
Period, baby, because it sounds like it's a whole block party going on,
Because
and you
he
might
said,
want to join the fun.
bitch, I'm not giving none of that up. He said it. He said no.
I'm gonna get my check because this man pays me to sleep with his wife and lighten his load.
So I have a solution.
Oh, here we go. Clock that T.
You should be the business manager like Tim is for Brene and start an OnlyFans. So at least if they're going to do these things, they can get paid for it, and so can you. Then your husband doesn't have a little bit of money; he has a lot of money. And when he makes the most money, divorce his ass and take half.
Stay off social media, friend. Cause I can't take this shit serious. If you don't get
Should I
some
take my
rest,
glasses off when I say horror stuff?
yes, you have to. Like, cause you look so educated when you have those glasses on that
Then
you
let me
should
put them back
not.
on. I'm a business manager. I'm gonna need
Okay,
Blueface to hit me up. I got
okay.
ideas for him. Mhm. I'm the business side of
Like
things.
once you
I'm
put
here.
those glasses on, it's a whole
I'm
transformation.
ready for 2026. I'm telling
Okay.
you.
I'm so weak, girl. Bye. No, no, there's no advice for these stories today. Today, the only advice I have is y'all all should take a break because
But he was in jail. He don't want no break. He's
no,
asked
not
all.
him.
Oh,
He doing exactly what he needs to be
yeah,
doing.
he's all gas, no breaks.
My problem
Wife
is,
and the
girl,
husband.
why did you tap yourself into this situation with this man who has not yet had enough freedom? Like I don't understand. I know why he tied her down. I do not know why she allowed herself to be tied down though.
Unless they was married before and he came home.
Yeah, that ain't what she told us. So I'm not
It's
going
not.
to assume that.
But you assumed that she married him after he got out.
I didn't assume she married him at all. I
Did she say
assumed
that?
I didn't catch that. I didn't catch marriage. But what I
She
did
said
catch,
my husband, so they are married. She said my husband.
okay, so what I am catching is I need more to the story to give you
We
some
need
legit
more. Okay.
advice because right now I have too
We
many
need you to go back in and
questions.
get us more information, and then we'll help you. So stick a pin right there. Your next consultation is also free, and we're going to wait for you to come back. Thank you.
Amen. We got you. In prayer we go.
They got to be venting because, honey, some of them really be asking for advice, though. And here's the thing, if anybody takes the advice that I'm giving and I see any of these very original, off the dome answers, I'm going to know when you do your series on TikTok because y'all don't know how to keep your mouth shut. And I'm coming from our 10%. This is a legally binding contract. If you take my advice that I'm giving for free, this is a free consultation. However, if you go with my idea and you monetize it, you owe me 10%. I got on my glasses and I'm not fucking around. And I got on both lashes. Okay, ask my employees about me. If I come in and I got on both lashes and both brows, they'd be like, she is on it today. If I walk in with one brow or one lash, don't even talk to me till I get it together. I got it together today, and I knew where my glasses was. Mm-hmm. Play with me if you want to. Okay.
Like that.
Okay, next story. Let's see. They're venting. Let me take this down really quickly. Please hold. I don't want that. Okay. Next story. So the end one is this man must be working overtime for the HOA. Okay. No, that can't be it. That was Big Mouth. We don't want her. Got a lot of stories here. Okay, next one. Oh, if cousin is here, listen to this. Bowling night betrayals. Let's see. I put all my stories in a thing and then I mix them up so that it'll give me different things. And I will be surprised with you guys.
Okay.
So, yes, I like to be surprised too. I get tired of doing it all the time and then I don't get to be surprised. It keeps some of it authentic. Let's see. Our friend group has 6 people. Wait, I didn't ask you. Are you ready for the next story?
Yes.
Okay, let's go. Our friend group has 6 people, 3 couples. We bowl together weekly. I've been hooking. Oh, I've been hooking up with my friend's husband in secret. He told me, "Don't get used to me." So I only slept with him occasionally. He still left me for another woman who entered our group. Hold on, I'm sorry, guys. Huh. I'm sorry, I had to make sure. Let me start over. I'm so sorry. It shows somebody entered the group and I needed to make sure that we were okay. So let me start over. Our friend group has 6 people, 3 couples. We bowl together weekly. I've been hooking up with my friend's husband in secret. He told me, "Don't get used to me." So I only slept with him occasionally. He still left me for another woman in our group. I exposed his cheating to his wife and she said she'd leave him. They separated for 3 weeks, then got back together like nothing happened. Now I'm sick. If she leaves him, he'll finally be with me. She's the only person standing in the way of our friendship, our relationship. Do I tell her I slept with him? I'm ready to sacrifice the friendship.
Is that it?
She didn't ask for our advice, guys.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let's judge her. Let's judge
Oh,
her.
okay.
Okay, let's judge her because she didn't ask us.
Because I'm like, is that it? That we stop it right
So
there?
it's 3 couples. I slept with somebody else's man. He cheated on me with somebody else in the group. I told on him so he would get caught. They still got back together. Fuck all this shit. I'm about to tell her directly because that it was that I'm sleeping with him too. So she can leave him alone and I can have him. Renee, is this you?
What bus did you flop off of with this shit, girl? Is you crazy?
Hmm.
Listen, let me tell you how you on a straight train straight to hell. I am so grateful that you did not ask for my advice because there is none. Because you is trifling, and I'm sorry. You is trifling for your own way of thinking that what you're doing is going to pay out on your side. Girl, even when he leaves his wife, if he ever,
But
which
he
he
cheated
clearly,
on her and then cheated on you and then he
and then
didn't
and you
already cheat
know this, so
on you.
therefore you want the cheater to be all yours, but he's still a cheater, ma'am. He'll never be all yours. You sound confused. You sound
Is she
bewildered.
obsessed? Is that what obsessed is, y'all? I don't. Like,
And
is
then
that a
I can
version?
appreciate his triflingness to tell you,
That is a lot to unpack.
don't get used to me. I'm telling you up at front at the gate, I ain't shit. I'm telling
Cousin,
you
you can
I
call
ain't
me on
shit.
the other phone. You could call me on the 909 number if you want to call me. Okay, did she sleep with
Pretty
everyone in the group?
much. That's
No,
what it sounds
no, no,
like.
no. Yes, he's sleeping with everybody in the group. It sounds like, except for one of the girls, because if he slept with two,
And one is his
then that
wife.
only leaves one. Yeah.
Correct. And he working his way over there too. So why would you want him and your whole crew has had you're not sacrificing one friendship, you're sacrificing the whole group,
Because
not to
you
mention,
right.
not to mention, not you're not a friend. Stop using that word, you trifling little cunt. You're not a friend.
And he told you from the beginning, don't even get used to me. So he
Don't
let you,
get used
he
to
let
me.
you know from the beginning he don't want
I
nothing.
ain't shit, girl. I'm finna do
But
what
even
I
if I
want to
was shit,
do.
I just don't want you like that either.
I don't want you, but yet you think when he leaves his wife, he's coming for you. Baby, I hate to tell you, it
He
is
already
very
cheated on
rare.
you before y'all
It's
had a
very
title.
rare that they get with the side chick for real. They go get a new chick so that they have new
A
bullshit.
fresh slate to go lie and
I'm
say, I'm
trying
an
to tell
amazing
because I
person.
don't have to lie in the fresh slate. I ain't got to say none of this stuff. I can act like it never
I could
happened.
pick up a, yep,
Girl, I am not going to be
that's
with
true.
you. Okay? Okay. I'm done. I'm out of it. She didn't made my head hurt a little bit.
Child, that was a octopus.
Yeah, she hurt my head a little because that was like,
She's also like, so you guys, listen, man, listen. Women too. Women, no, listen, women, okay? Women, start being very, very, very careful with the women that you have around you. Okay? Because that woman is willing to hurt her. Okay? If she see the woman that she told cheated, the Jezebel is pissed off right now. She's pissed off and she's infatuated and she's delusional and she could potentially snap because something is not right up here. Okay? If she tells this woman and the woman does not leave like she wants her to, there is no guarantee that she will not hurt that woman. Be very careful who you have around you. And this is why some women say things like, I don't fuck with bitches.
period. And I ain't going to even lie to you. I have had females in my face be such disrespect towards me. Mainly, now some of them may not know what they're doing, but I also know that you've known me long enough that if I give you a certain look, you should stop what you're doing.
Every
And
woman knows
so,
universal looks, you know.
okay, so I'm like, but I have literally met a few women that I'm just like, girl, you are just a client. And I'm gonna just get this money for doing your nails, and I'm gonna make sure my personal life stays very personal because you don't care. Oh, whether it worked out
He
with me as
committed
that
adultery
person
with
or
the
not.
wife who cheated on the other lady. And the only reason I say that, I don't mean cheating like for real. I mean cheating like in her head, he has already betrayed her because you have a wife, you have a side person. The side
And
person
so now the
typically feels
side
like,
person getting cheated on.
yes, so they
But he didn't cheat on you. He didn't even make you a side person. And you never should
that's
have
the
gave him
killer.
none when he told you not to get used to him, fool.
Right. But in her head is not working right. She's not even a proper side bitch. Like, I don't understand. You weren't given any type of green lights at all, but you still
Nah, the
told.
wife ain't the only one that was being cheated on, ma. Let's be very clear. The whole group is married.
Yeah, because remember the book, she
And
got
they
a
all
man
sleeping
too.
with each other, so they really
Yeah,
should just be considering themselves swingers.
the others are his hope. Right. But the people that's getting cheated on is the guy's woman and her man. Those are the ones being cheated on. But what I'm saying is in her head, because most side pieces have been wined and dined and made to believe you are doing something so amazing than what this other woman is doing, which is why I need you. But it don't sound like she got any of that. But in her head, she feels wronged. Otherwise, she wouldn't have told about the cheating with the other person and now be at the space where she knows it's been 3 weeks and she's mad because they got back together. So now she's like, let me go on with the big guns and just tell her, oh, and he cheated with me, because you thinking you're going to give her a 2-for-1. If I tell you it was two people, you going to leave humiliated, hurt, can't come back around. She's ready to demolish this girl because it will hurt her. It will, because I'm the one who told y'all not thinking about it. I'm the one who told you that your man cheated on you. I then waited to see if you was going to leave him. You didn't leave him, so I came back with the
So now
sumo.
I am not only devastated about my cheating ass man, but I've also lost my friend.
And you the one who told me about the cheating. So now I'm being set up. And that all of that is going to
And now
register.
I've questioned every single thing that you've ever said because you was plotting
Everything.
from the gate. Yeah, that's awful. That
And
is
see,
so awful.
you guys, in crimes of passion, so let's just say it gets to the part where she has to tell the wife, right? If the wife turn around and pick up some, I'm being very for real, right? Because think of that's a lot of shit in a little bit of weeks. You find out your person cheated on you. The person that told you is also somebody cheating, so it registers. They only told for this setback and waited. That's a lot. It's so violating. It's such a violation, and you
It's so
don't.
calculated.
It is. It's like your house being robbed or something. It's a violation, right? Your space has been infiltrated, right? If she were to like haul off and hurt her real bad or fight her or something like that, is that crime of passion? Would she go to jail?
It can be considered crime of passion depending on how fast her reaction was. If she had too much time to think about her reaction, then no, it is not a crime of passion.
Because she
But if
probably
you
not gonna tell
literally
her face to face, huh?
but if you literally caught them in the act, that on the other hand is a crime of passion and she would have gotten away with it.
Okay. Okay. Because that's a lot. Um,
Yeah,
that's
but unfortunately, you can't know in advance, honey. You can't know. So when you was warned the first time and y'all broke up for them 3 weeks, now you do something to him and it can totally be considered a crime, not a crime of passion, but actually calculated behavior as well on both ends.
but what if
Because,
she like when she come back? I'm saying because she's going to introduce new information and it's from her and it is her and you the person that just did this. That's a
see,
lot.
I'm trying to wonder which one's going to be gotten away with though. Will it be the crime of passion with the friend, or would it be the crime of passion with the husband?
Because I would
Because
jump on the friend only
because
because if she's standing here telling me she's the one in arm's reach. So
yeah. So I don't know, but I hope she could get away with it because girl, bye. Listen, marriage is a contract. I don't care what y'all on.
with God too, I don't
But it's
understand.
totally a contract, no matter if you want to put God in it or not. That's on you. That's on you if you want to put God in it or not. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I just know what I'm
Well,
doing.
it's on how you got married. If you got married with those vows, then God is, because you said it. God is in it. So that is a contract with him. Yeah.
So you're in a live contract with the government and God. Okay? Natural and spiritual, you are in contract. You know, it's so sad, but I'm so petty to tell you this.
But
I ain't never heard necessarily love in marriage as much as I've heard business in marriage. And once you put too much love before you making sure the business of the marriage is in order, your marriage is doomed. I hate to tell you
you
that.
guys want to know? I actually think love is the last thing because
Mm.
I think that love
I
is
will
what you need
learn
to
to
back up.
love you.
Yes, I love everybody. In real life, I would give a stranger down walking down the street because I love and feel compassion for your human life and that you have to be going through this. I will give you the last $20 in my pocket, especially if I got food. I will. Like is important, respect is important, communication is important, but of all of those, the biggest ones for me are like and communication. You do things you like to do. You pick something you love to do, but you zero in on that thing that you like about it. That is so important. That's why they say if you do something you like, you will never work again. Love is going to hold you there, though. When it gets really, really bad, it's going to bring you back to you getting your education, you taking your time to learn it, you putting all your time into learning that craft, learning how to hook that braid, learning how to form that nail, whatever it is. That's going to bring you back on the back end. But what's going to keep you doing it every day, smiling and just being enjoy about it is love. All the things, I'm sorry, like all the things that contribute to that is whatever each person needs. I'm big on communication. Somebody else might be big on touch. Somebody else might be big on not overly communicating. Actually, it's everybody is different. All of those things are feed into that thing because it's not a one size fit all. It's
It's
not.
not.
It's
It's
not.
really not. And it's so crazy because I be trying to tell people all the time.
It's not.
The whole reason I'm not in a relationship is because I do love men, but in this season I do not like men. And so
Right.
because I feel that way, I'm only attracting things I do not like. Until I can shake not liking these monkeys and begin
That's
to like
actually
and
true
love them, I will never totally run into what is destined for me.
because
Whole
your aura
purpose of
isn't pulling it.
healing. You must heal from the things that are breaking you down on the inside that you never share with another soul. You're
Right.
going to have to heal because every story that you read tonight is a sign of these women unhealed. The
It
idea
is.
that you are accepting and receiving such behaviors and not shutting that shit down at the gate sounds like a big self problem to me. I have
It
no
is.
judgment for the men that are pulling the stunts that you are allowing them to do.
I got judgment for all of it because it's
Yeah,
a
I don't
root.
care nothing about them though. I don't care nothing
Oh, you
about
don't
them
care
because
about them. Ah, okay.
yeah, I don't care nothing about them because the reality is they're doing what we already know them to do. Why are you accepting it though? Why are you feeling like you just gotta have a man that you are willing to lessen yourself in such a manner? That is disturbing to me, honestly.
These are some extreme cases because I would like to know. And I'm not being funny, which is why I addressed the side person. Notice I haven't called her any bad names or anything like that because that's the theme. To your point, I didn't even notice that that was the theme of the night. But notice I haven't insulted one of them yet. It's just like, girl, what's going on? Again, you have to have some human side to you because that's a lot. Yes, because you're allowing it. I had to really learn that. And here's why I had to learn it. So I offer grace in this space. And if you can relate to me, that's fine. If not, you may later because it took me a long time to relate, right? When I say all the time, the things you have been through in your childhood, y'all, I don't know why I get nervous when somebody rings my doorbell. Give me just a minute, Jesus. Hold on. Hold on, Des.
So, for real, y'all, it is just important for us to take out the time to love on ourselves and stop accepting BS from other people. It's not cool. It's not okay. And we're better than that. So, no, I'm not judging none of you as much as I'm judging the circumstances of which you're allowing yourself to go through. That sounds like some ludicrous to me. So, I really believe that as adults, we should do better and stop allowing things to just take over us in such a manner. I think it's awful and I don't understand. I just don't understand.
So see, here's where me and my friends differ, and we bounce off of each other. Um, but they are growing, they have grown in a lot of places that I have not, right? I say all the time, well, in the last couple years, this last round of therapy, I don't know what it was something Kasha said and Michelle said that made it click to me. Number one, forgiveness is for yourself. And then the other thing is that the things you go through when you are coming up become normalized and you think that they are normal because you're around your family the most. So those are the things that when you get into a relationship, you don't see them as a big deal. It could be however small it is or however big it is, it can show up and really impact your life. So one of the things with me, I always share is abandonment. I am very slow to let somebody leave out of my life. Very, very slow. I don't care who it is. It could be a friend, but it was never a boyfriend because I'm where Des is right now, I was in my younger years. I didn't give a fuck about a dude. Yes, we could be in a relationship, but if you do something as a boyfriend, my mama told me I don't got to deal with you. I have no contract with you, no boyfriend. I have no actual tie to you. So it was fun dating you, and now we can go ahead and split up. And yes, we can still be friends after you just did what you did, but it would be cool for me. In my adulthood, I have learned that I have allowed even friends to hold on too long by not holding them accountable because it was, oh, well, I'm sure they meant it that way, right? Going from trying to be, not being so hard to having the balance where you like have compassion for people, understand. But the reality is, some people will very much so take advantage of you if they realize that you're that type of person. And the same way that your family will, and you'll always be that go to person that they blame everything on because they know that person is getting to hide behind their truth because they included you in it. And so now everybody's looking at you, but you're not going to tell because what you have to tell is far worse and their private information. You're not going to tell Johnny touched them. You're not going to tell that they mama did this. You're not going, and it's usually attached. People have done that shit to me my whole life, knowing that I would never expose that bigger issue because I'm like, yeah, you lied on me. And Des can attest, I've been yelled at 3 times this week and I'm okay with it. But I am learning those things. So be very careful how you train your kids. Be careful to read the verse of the Bible versus the scripture of the Bible to your kids so that they can learn and they can know that these two things go together. Honor your mother and father, and your days will be longer, but your mother and your father are supposed to honor you too. Make sure you teach them that. Make sure you know how to apologize to your kids. I say all that to say it's a reason why people accept things later sometimes. It's not completely just because they're dumb. Now, if your people try to tell you and you don't ever listen, you don't ever want to do the work, then start saying this to your friends. Quit wasting our motherfucking time, okay? Because we're tired. Start saying, I know this is my issue in this area. I don't want to fix it, and move on. And then be okay when we say, and I don't want to hear the shit. So when you want to talk to somebody about that particular thing, you're
Call
getting on my
somebody
fucking nerves.
else.
So don't call me anymore. Call somebody that agrees with that shit. Communication.
Period.
I'm just saying. It has to be around the table in your life. Don't allow people to do you any way that's not comfortable to you. Absolutely.
It's
Absolutely.
crazy though. Like what you just said was so key. It doesn't happen for a lot of people, and so for that, I do sympathize with some of you. But for me, you know my story better than most, and I will tell it one day. But the reality is, at 19, one of my abusers apologized. And at 42 or 41, one of my other abusers apologized. One forgot all that they done, and the other was just accountable. And I can say that it has taught me to be more forgiving. So, although I may not build many bridges, I ain't necessarily trying to burn them either. And it's a slow heal, it's a slow process. I don't trust
Mhm,
people, but
mhm.
I do trust people to be themselves. And
Right.
once you show me who you are, I trust to believe you. So for me, even in listening to the 3 stories, they have told y'all who they are. Why can't you believe them?
These are very strong
Like
stories.
ain't no situation that we read about today giving any unclarity. It is very
Right.
clear of what
Right.
should be happening. So I am very much so concerned for these women and what is being taught to you? What is brainwashing you? What is this level of desperation of not liking yourself enough to be alone until your he is there with you? Like seriously,
Right.
you're going to have to learn how to fall in love with yourself,
Right.
because half of y'all don't like yourself, which is why you're settling for such abuse.
They don't even know who they are. Most people can't sit in a room with it quiet and just be by themselves. Most people can't take themselves on a date or do
Nothing,
things
and
by
it's
themselves.
awful.
I
I
think it's
literally had this
crazy.
man send me a message about how, as a woman, the reason I ain't got no man is because I don't know how to shut up and let him do what the hell he want to do. Because I have too much testosterone,
My
and I'm
neck
just looking at you
hurts.
like you so cute, but baby, I ain't got no man because you're already somebody else's man. Shut the hell up talking to me. Tell that to your wife.
My
But
God, on today. Okay, do y'all want the last story?
yeah, oh, we got another one. My
We
bad.
got
Let's
the
get
last
it.
story, a grand finale.
Okay,
A,
come on,
a
come on,
good,
come on. Come on, I'm
because we're
ready.
going to
I'm
talk
ready.
about that tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready. Come
Okay.
on.
So tomorrow, don't forget, we're going to do the Meg the Stallion as the hot topic and then read some more stories. Hopefully, Rose in a better mood. Keep her in your prayers. I love my friend. My friend, my friend. Um, Again, the holidays can be tough for some people. So let's read the last story. Y'all ready?
Ready. Okay.
Okay. That reminded me of my cheer days. Ready?
I thought that's what you've been giving me the whole time. I've been cheering on the side in
Yeah,
my
I was a
brain.
real life cheerleader.
You
Real,
really was.
real
And I'm over
demure.
here talking about
Real hair
ready.
done. Real
Okay.
thanks, mom, for getting me out of sixth period so I could get my hair done so it'll be ready for the game because I
Oh,
don't do
okay.
stiff ass hair with a lot of grease in it. But
My
okay.
Lord.
Thanks, mom. Okay, listen. This story is called The Heroine Mom and Her YouTube Trained Daughter.
Hold on. Her YouTube what?
Trained daughter.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Okay. I used heroin while pregnant because it took away my morning sickness. By God's grace, my daughter was born healthy. Her father and his mother raised her for 6 years. When she turned 6, he found my new address online and dropped her on my doorstep like a package that he didn't want. My daughter is intense. She fights, chews tobacco, threatens kids, and watches gun cleaning tutorials on YouTube. She knows how to load weapons better than I do. She's on medication for aggression, but it barely helps. I can't handle her. Her father refuses to take her back. I relapse trying to cope. Where can I send her? Now, before we start, I have watched, remember, these are all over the world. If you don't believe me, watch The Super Nanny. There are amazing stories on there of children that behave out of this world, and it would never happen in America. It would never happen here. Okay. But it does other places. So, this story, the chewing tobacco one, I promise you, I can post a screenshot. In Asia, Asian country, there is a whole community of little kids that smoke cigarettes. It is actually marketed to younger kids.
Oh,
So
wow.
it is sad as hell. They
Mm.
target young kids, and it was a 6-year-old chain smoking because it makes him look cool. So before you say this can't be real, hmm, okay. So with that being said, what are we gonna do with little heroin here?
Listen, Linda, I actually don't have anything negative to say.
I really don't.
Because I actually feel sorry for the girl.
I
First
do.
of all, who the hell gave you heroin and told you that that was going to settle your fucking stomach? And you're the reason your child acts the way he does because that child is missing heroin. And
And you
so,
left for 6 years. They had to find your address.
so, but it's like, girl, oh, I don't know. And so, for real, you will call DHS and try to get some assistance that way. And I don't know what state you're in to look up the law to tell you how you can low key, high key abandon your child because
So what is that called? I just argued with somebody over this. Like that act that covers being able to give your child back. It
I want
does
to
is
say
very correct.
usually happens when it's a baby though.
Correct. That the baby, this child has passed that age.
So at this point, um, low key, high key, respectfully, you're gonna
Okay.
have to let your child do some dirty shit and go and get in trouble.
But
And
Frank,
then, I mean, that's what you're gonna have to do. Either way, you're giving your
but
child to the
Frank, I
system.
got one question.
Okay, what's up?
You ain't take the baby to the doctor yet? Don't you think the first thing is to take the baby to the doctor to get a full evaluation and see
She
if
is on
medication?
heroin. That's the advice.
You
Then
think
give
she's
her
still
the
on?
advice.
You think the
She said
mom
she
is still on
relapsed.
him?
The mama said
Right,
she
but before
relapsed
she did that, why didn't she take her to the doctor as soon as the child was
because
given to her?
heroin was doing the talking and not sense. Sense was not working. Heroin
Even if
was.
she was clean before she
She was,
relapsed?
girl. She wasn't. Listen, the fact that
Oh,
she had to take heroin to even have this child,
how do
then
you
she left the
guys
child.
just say no to drugs? Disclaimer: it is never okay to do drugs. I have never in my life heard of heroin or something like that being for morning sickness. Again, I pull stories and I move them around. That Yeah, just say no. The best thing to do is to get prenatal care where they can give you medication that helps if you want to take it, that helps with morning sickness. But from my um research, nothing really helps with morning sickness. And some of the medications they can give you can cause problems down the line. So for me, I'd rather just thug it out. Um, I really would just rather thug it
Well,
out.
so I'm sitting here and I'm just using my brain a little, and I'm just
Okay.
recapping this lady's story. And so for me, I was giving her excuses in my head that I had to recant because first I'm like,
You
well,
probably don't.
well, right. Well, I had to recant because I'm over here like, well, maybe they a little poor and cannot afford to
You
go
get
to the
better
doctor.
care when you
But
poor.
if you can afford heroin, which is an expensive drug, then
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe y'all have too much money and y'all trying to keep your problems a secret.
Because
And
she even
so,
got somewhere to stay.
because you're not doing what you should do to get the appropriate help. So maybe you're a functioning heroin addict, but childcare just ain't a part of it.
Okay, so let me tell you what I would do. The first thing I would do is call the police. This is why I'm calling the police because I need it on record that I'm not the reason why my child chews tobacco, and I'm not the reason why my child knows how to put together and dismantle a gun. I'm pretty sure that they're in a red state where those type of things can happen because you're bonding with your child and you have guns and you want them to be comfortable around them. I grew up with a shotgun behind every door. I have never in my life touched one of them, but some people are okay with hunting and doing those things, right? They do them. That's their thing. But I would have wanted that documented, number one. Number two, I would immediately have went and got them started on some type of program because they need help to be doing these things. I would immediately have put myself back into like a AA or something like that because the daughter or the what is daughter? Child. My daughter. The daughter being dropped off alone has triggered you because you now have a mirror in your face with the
Mm,
results of you doing what you did. Number one, because you started out with my baby don't have no problems, but your baby do have problems. That's number one. And now you face to face with the reflection of your choices for your child. Also wondering if I would have stayed, I wonder if this would have happened. If I would have went back as soon as I got clean, if this would have happened. It sounds like you were trying to completely disconnect between what you have done when it
mm.
sounds like, 6 years old. It sounds like whenever you got clean, it was long enough for you to be back in your daughter's life, thus giving your daughter the experience she deserved with you as a mom, which may have also helped with you feeling better and staying clean. All fingers point to you, though, ma'am. All fingers point to you.
Period.
But that's what I would have done. I would have called in some resources, get some people to help me, and really not made it all about you. Because in the end, what I see, woman to woman, no judgment, but accountability. You are a horrible person as it relates to life. Not your life, but this baby's life. Because this is well enough more time than she would have had more good years with you if you were a better person. And you as well would have had more good years to get to feel like a good mom and restore and repair yourself. But what did we say with the previous stories? If you are one of those people who don't want to take accountability and you want to say, I'm going to be this way unless these things happen, then don't waste people's fucking time. Okay. Your question is, where can I send her?
Mm,
You didn't ask in here anything about what you could do. You blamed your relapse on her. Her father refuses to take her back, but you refuse to raise her. You refuse to stay clean for her. You see, you want to be the victim. You refused to do a lot of things. Mm.
mm.
This poor baby is doomed, and you are a villain in her story. What I would like for you to do is I would like for you to start working with CPS, not family therapy, not anything like that, because I'm actually afraid if the baby stays in your care, if you're somebody like this. I am. And it's okay. Look, I think some of the strongest women, let me be honest with you, I'm going to end with this. I think some of the strongest women in particular are women that said, I cannot do this. I want to either give my baby up for adoption, give the baby to somebody else to care for. And where I am strong, I will stick in or I will stay away. But help won't even help me. I'm not strong enough, but I'm unselfish enough to not play games and to let my baby go. So I can either go away and get better or allow you to be a blessing to another family and I get myself together and do it again later. And if you pop back up in my life, I'm gonna write you a note on today and tell you how I feel that I was today years old when I was unselfish and did this because no matter how hard I know I would have tried, my trying wasn't good enough because every day you were breathing and every day I needed to do better. I admire women that do that because it's really easy for a man to walk away and nobody blinks, but a woman to walk away, it's almost like she can never tell anybody that she had a kid. Because if she do, people might look at her a little bit different. That next man might not want her. That next family might have bad things to say. But I think there's a certain strength to that as well if you properly do it to hand over your baby. I think it is. So I commend women that do that as well. And if you're, where can I send her though?
My God. Well, I mean,
What are your
respectfully,
final words, friend? Or
everybody
any
ain't meant
words?
to be parents.
Correct. They're
So,
not.
so
They're
the
not.
fact that she is saying where she should send her, I mean, I'm gonna just say, due to the fact that I was a product of the system, I can look back over my life and tell my mother, thank you for letting me go. Because the reality is, in that season of her life, she could not be the parent that I needed.
Okay.
Doesn't matter that she's the parent I wanted. And if a person is strong enough to tell you, I cannot do this, you should not force them to do this. You are hurting that child.
Right.
That father hurt that child. I don't feel nothing about the mama when she left the child with him in the first place because she said, I can't do it. She
With the
already
mom
told you I
and the
can't.
grandmother. So he must
Right.
have had more support or something.
So I told you what my circumstances is. Y'all know what it is. And at that point, when you dropped that child off to me, you said, I do not care about this child. That's what I heard. And it wasn't from the mother. I heard it from the father. And so a lot of times we blame the mom when she can't step up. And that's not fair to me. I don't believe
Mhm.
every woman that is childbirthing able
Everybody's not maternal.
is not a mother. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, I'm so glad I don't got no kids. I don't know what to do. The stories that I hear, girl, I don't care, and I don't want to talk about it. I want you to go with to another mother, and don't come back. Don't ask me shit. I don't. I don't understand any of it. Okay.
Okay, well, we laugh and we learn, we listen and we don't judge, but we do hold accountable. We aim to break cycles by humanizing life. I think that people don't humanize life enough. You think of something, the worst case scenario, you think of something how you saw it on TV, but sometimes people don't have those experiences or know that you have somebody in your life that benefited greatly from the way that somebody handled something and it looked completely shitty. Like what we
Hmm.
just talked about. And then dad said, well, I actually wanted that to happen for me and I'm very grateful, and we have to get better at allowing the opportunity to at least have the conversation and at least look at things from different perspectives. And here's the best part. This is the last part for me. If something is too much for you, or is something that in your mind, because you've been through something, I don't care. I don't care. I'm not processing that way. This is how I feel. You have every right to do that, but you don't have every right to want everybody else to come along with it. What you have the right to do is separate from it because you know that in this space, I'm not changing my mind. I don't want to have a conversation about it. Um, and in those cases, for most people, they usually don't want to have the conversations as much anyway because they're so stuck in that place that it's not a good place. They know it's not a good place and they don't want to discuss it. They don't talk over and over and over and over and over. You know what I mean? The people that usually do are the people that want you to look at what's going on with something else because something in them is hurting so bad that they truly don't want to talk about and they delight in talking about others. Think about it. How many people make think pieces and in all of those think pieces is all really, it's not a think piece. That's an opinion piece. You give it an opinion and nowhere in there will you just be honest and say, this hit home for me because you don't want to connect to it because you want to be too good for it. I ain't mad, but what I'm saying is it's not called a think piece. It's called I'm giving my opinion. Or how haven't we come on here before and say we finna deal with somebody else's drama because we got too much shit going on and that's what we want to focus on tonight. Come on in here. Start being honest. You can't be honest with yourself. That's why a lot of you motherfuckers can't heal because you can't be honest with yourself and then you think everybody's supposed to walk on damn eggshells to deal with all of the shit that's going on in your head when I don't know how many times I have to tell y'all that's real
Hmm.
shit.
Hmm.
For agreements, it's not about you. All of that, well, they know I don't like that, and you know you don't like it too. So since you know you don't like it, separate.
And stop doing it too, because
You're accountable
don't
to
be the
you.
pot. Don't be the pot.
Tell them, friend. Y'all, I wonder if these tickets would have won if I'd have went in there. Anyway, I don't understand. I don't understand. Myself. Look at all my little postage, child. I'm telling you. So that is it for me tonight. Make sure that you join us tomorrow for more stories. If you have a story that you want me to do, make sure that you those are the people you don't take a millisecond to think about losing your life. Listen, uh hold on. The other one. I'm sorry. It's a part of your heart you cannot control when that child or children is in your life. You can't. You can't. Um, Listen, life is real, okay? Sometimes take a minute to laugh. Sometimes take a minute to reevaluate things that have happened to you that what the pastor used to say, if it had not been for God, I wouldn't be this far. And it's really real because something that happened back then that broke your whole soul, you can look at now and be like, that was actually so simple to handle if I would have had this brain, but it was so much hurt and all these other things I couldn't even hear or see what nobody was saying. It's nice to look back and see how far you've come and understand it's going to be a repeated road, or not repeated, a reoccurring journey ahead. Tell you once you master something, though, it don't show up that much no more. And when it does, it's like, okay, you don't see it the same, so it's not a big a deal. Where can we find you, Des?
You guys can find me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Lemon8. Delicious Designs by D.
There it is. Make sure you follow me on Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. Those are my main ones. I really don't do IG anymore. But if you send me something there, and that's crazy, that's where I have the most followers, but not the most support. So make sure you follow me there. And if you haven't already, thank you to everybody that bought all my journals though and coloring books. Even if you bought one, I mean any combination of them, I feel really blessed and really grateful. It's nice to have support. I'm getting text messages and inboxes from people saying that they purchased them, and it feels really good. So thank you. Make sure you go on to Amazon and buy one or all three for yourself and others. Great stocking stuffers. I've gotten really good feedback. And enjoy them. They're on sale through the rest of the year for $12.99 on Amazon. So enjoy, and we will see you tomorrow. Have a good night.
Good night.